though it may not feel like it, spring and summer are on the way. And with that in mind, we thought it would be a good idea to connect with Tammy, Susan, and Susan of Jensen's Nursery and Garden Center, who have joined me in the Classic 107 studio this morning. Good morning, all.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Well, welcome back to Classic 107. Welcome, Susan. So it's nice to have you guys back. I want to begin just by saying, how's 2019 been thus far? What's the year been like?
It has been awesome. Our greenhouse is like a tropical room, and everybody's coming in just to get a taste of spring and smell the air.
It's one of my favorite things to do. I feel like spring arrives when you walk into the greenhouse and you just get that smell. I mean, it is the mark of spring for me. I was just looking at the calendar, though, on your website, and I guess it was just about a month ago that you guys threw a succulent soiree. Susan, would you mind telling me a little bit about that?
Yes, we did. It was actually a really neat evening. Instead of just having your usual planting class, we decided to bump it up a notch, and we had wine and appetizers from Calabria Market, and it was a lovely evening. It was a lot of socializing, a lot of fun, and it's something we definitely want to do again.
Well, that's exactly what I wanted to ask you about, because just looking into the future, A, I love the title, the succulent soiree. I mean, that grabbed my attention. But B, it just sounds like a really cool idea, not your usual kind of, like you said, seminar or workshop. Something different.
Exactly, and it's in a time of the season when we're up and we're there and we're working, but we don't have a lot of traffic. So we thought, let's do something a little different outside the box and attract some attention.
And now here we are. I guess the signs of spring are at least here. The Canada geese are back. Motorcycles are on the road, though it maybe doesn't feel like spring. The weather hasn't cooperated thus far. Susan, I was wondering if I could ask you just a little bit about what's coming up this gardening season at Jensen's.
Well, we always like to bring in some new selections. We've got some exciting new plants, whether it be annuals, perennials, even outside. We're not outside yet. We have people who are starting to get that itch to be outside and do the trees and shrubs. Those will be coming in a few weeks. But no, and we also, our greenhouse right now looks like a tropical house. We are loaded with tropicals. They are going fast. People are putting them in their homes. Huge trend on indoor gardening as well. So, yeah, there's lots of new things happening and more to come.
So you mentioned tropical as an indoor gardening trend. Tammy, are there any outdoor gardening trends that we can expect for 2019? What are you expecting?
For outdoors, it's all about a stay-at-home vacation, making your yard just your own little paradise. So you don't have to get up, go somewhere, pay hotels. You can just go into your backyard. You have deck. You have containers all over the deck with tropicals and flowers. You have a manicured yard. You can entertain. You have a patio area, fire pit area. It's all about really making your yard your own paradise.
And that's the thing, too, about Manitoba is that we do have such lovely summers when they're here. So why not enjoy them here in town? If you can just head into the backyard and it's your own little slice of paradise, there's no complaining about that.
We are there to help you figure out how to do it.
So can you speak a little bit more to that? Like if someone has a pretty green thumb already, I don't, I do my best, but my thumbs aren't all too green. If someone's looking to broaden their knowledge, are there any workshops or seminars that are going on at Jensen's upcoming?
We actually have a seminar going on this weekend that we're really excited about. Our first seminar is on pollinators, attracting pollinators to your yard, which essentially give us food, which give us life. So that's, quite important. The second one is on trending tropicals, basically. I've been writing one on a little bit of the history of tropicals, the symbolism of different plants, how decorators use them indoors, how they can be used outdoors, just a real overview, and you'll get to see the plants as well.
Oh, I mean, yeah. And do you kind of work people through the process itself, like the planting process? And if people want to bring pots, can they work through that as well? Or is there any that type
we
of
actually
opportunity?
have, we're doing an afternoon seminar, and then we're ending at 2:30 with a planting class. And we have a wonderful customer planting area. And it's there. You can bring a pot, your own pot. You can buy a pot. The area is always clean and ready for customers to come in and start planting. And we're there to help them with their selection, give them the advice, how to take care of them, everything they need, and they can go home with a little piece of spring.
Oh, that sounds lovely. Susan, the last thing I want to ask you is, we're not quite there yet. Just looking outside the Classic 107 studio, it's a gray day in Winnipeg. Is there anything people can be doing now to prepare for spring and summer to come?
Basically, as the snow starts melting on the lawns, it's a good idea to start just very lightly raking up the grass. You don't want to take a lot of your leaves or debris away quite yet. It's not warm enough, and a lot of the honeybees that are your pollinators are actually overwintering in that debris. So if you start cleaning it up really early, they don't have a chance to actually wake up and start flying around. It's got to be closer to 10 above most days for them to do that. But you're going to get a lot of snow mold on the grass from the snow sitting for so long. So just very likely raking that up so you're not ruining the roots or damaging the roots is a really good idea.
Slow and steady. Is there anything people can be planting inside already to prepare and then transfer outside?
Oh, definitely. We've got dahlia bulbs. Those are great to start. A lot of people will have cannas starting. You can do a lot of different seeds and herbs starting inside. Your peppers, your tomatoes, cucumbers I'd leave a bit. They usually get long and leggy really quick. But you can certainly start some of those seeds that can't go out till after the May long weekend or the last frost, and you can get a jump on it. If you are doing seeds inside, nice, light, bright areas, your key point.
Nice. Lots to already get working on. Thank you all so much for coming by this morning. It's a pleasure seeing you all.
You're welcome. Great to be here.
Thanks for having us.
Susan, Tammy, and Susan from Jensen's Nursery and Garden Center, 2550 McGilvery Boulevard, and online at jensennursery.com. I've got a little bit more springy music for you. This is writing of Suk. We're going to hear Yaro, Spring.